Hello, everyone. If I unmute my mic, that might help. Welcome back to Pokemon Platinum. Alrighty, we have a gym battle to do today. Now, I don't know how well this is going to go. We had a little bit of trouble with our last gym match. We're going to be raising Eevee this go around. Our team seems somewhat well-rounded. I don't know how well Gligar is going to come off as a team member. I think we just caught Gligar because it was there. But I'm going to take my time and actually battle all of these trainers. So it's going to be a battle-heavy episode today. That's okay. I'm up early. Got my caffeine, my Diet Dr. Pepper. Some people might laugh that I put it in a coffee mug, but you know what? I bought this coffee mug. I love this coffee mug. I'm going to use this coffee mug. Get over it. I'm so accustomed to, like, when a special Pokemon appears, like one that uses special attacks and stuff. I'm so used to whipping out Ampharos because we spent so long on our Pokemon Soul Silver playthrough. We snapped out of confusion, not a moment too soon. We did not do a lot of damage. This is going to be a little bit on the difficult side. There is one big thing I wanted to address today. Well, there's several things that I want to talk about today, but there's one major thing I want to address, and that is how spectacularly wrong I have been about, well, a great many number of things, but one thing in particular that we should probably discuss. Recently, and I don't remember in which playthrough I talked about this, probably Soul Silver, but I mentioned that I might have been a little too open and a little too personal over the years on my YouTube channel about, like, my health, my mental health, my physical health, and everything. And going forward, maybe in passing I might mention something, but I think I've just talked about it too much. Like, I've noticed it. I am sure other people have noticed it, but it's one of those dealios where it's just shut up about it already. Find something else to discuss outside of yourself, you know what I mean? And it turns out I was so spectacularly wrong about a bunch of stuff. I've been using that CPAP machine to sleep since like 2019. Well, for the last few nights, I've not been using it, and I've slept just about the same, if not better. So I think I might have been misusing it all this time. I don't know. Ooh, roar. But I also, as you guys might know, I've talked about this. I decided to go off of the anxiety medication and the depression medication because I'm sick of being on so many medications to be a younger man. And that didn't work out quite so well. The first night on my trip, I had an anxiety attack. And then last night, I had another anxiety attack. So I think that might just be a permanent aspect of my life, is just being on medication for depression. And I say anxiety attack. It could have just been a bout of depression. It's, I think it's just how my brain chemistry works. And I think that going forward, it's going to be a delicate balance of, we're going to have to find a delicate balance of getting it just right, you know? But that's neither here nor there for you guys to worry about. That's something I'll worry about. If anything, it'll get talked about in vlogs, but even with the vlogs, I'm thinking about talking about myself less and maybe just taking you guys places and showing you things. Might be the real route to go with the vlogs. But that's the first thing I wanted to go over this morning is, yeah, gonna be aiming to do a lot less health talk on the show. And as far as Twitter and YouTube are concerned, I'm still completely and wholly undecided on whether I want to abandon Twitch or not. I said Twitter, didn't I? Twitter and YouTube. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with my Twitch account. I've never really grown on Twitch in the handful of years that I've been on there. Not for the lack of trying, of course. I've bent over backwards. I've tried it with ads, without ads. I've tried it with channel points, without channel points. You know, I've done everything in my power to make the Twitch channel work. But I think when it comes to Twitch, we're just there's too many hundreds of millions of people doing the same thing I'm doing. You know, you could go to Twitch and turn it on, and anytime, day or night, you could probably find 20 plus people playing Pokemon Platinum. So, you know, you would think that's the case for YouTube, but you'd be shocked. Given YouTube's age, given this game's age, there might be more people playing it at any given time on Twitch than on YouTube, which would give us a higher chance at bringing in an audience. You know, you're no doctor, but you know exactly what I need. What I need, and what did me some good, was taking that trip and getting out of the house. Just being in the house day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. That hasn't been good for my health either. I have Dr. Pepper this morning. You won't find me far from my Dr. Pepper. Okay. We need the triangle. Now, on the DS screen, it's a little darker than it is on my screen. You would actually have to walk down here and like shine the flashlight and say, oh, it's triangle, and then like run back up here and go through the triangle door. But we can kind of see without needing to do that. But I still want to actually do the battles. But if we do stay on Twitch, we're probably going to abandon all the bells and whistles. Like, I'm not going to focus on channel points, subscriptions, things like that. I just want to stream. You know, I find this to be a fun little hobby, and I kind of want to just keep it that way. Because I've been off and on the fence about doing like a fundraising stream, but ultimately I decided against it because that's not really what we do here. And I think it might be best just to avoid that altogether. So I think going forward, we're just going to focus on the content, on the gameplay. We're going to focus a little less on IRL stuff, you know. I know in my own personal life, I'm going to be focusing a hell of a lot less on politics, industry stuff with video games and what have you. For me, I have found that it's much healthier in the end to just kind of shut up and play the games. Focus a lot less on, oh, this company did this or this company did that. Nah, I think it might be time to let that life go. Because I noticed it, and I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed it. But when I tend to just focus on what we're doing and focus on like the game we're playing in the moment, I'm much happier. The stream comes across as a more fun place to be and hang out and chat, you know. I definitely think it's been to my detriment not getting out of the house nearly as much in the past decade as I should have been, because I've built up this boogeyman version of the world in my head that doesn't really exist out there. And it's one of the positives that I took away from being able to go on that trip. It kind of pulled me out of the bubble that I was living in. You know what I mean? It kind of was kind of like a wake-up call, a reality check. Yeah, it's just a general playthrough. With this playthrough, there's no gimmicks or nuzlocks or anything. Just I'm on a journey to play through each one. We're playing at least one game from each, you know, generation, just to cover the story and everything. I guess I can't use knockoff on Gasly. Oh yeah, that's not changing. That's permanent. Like, I was fine walking along the beach. You know, I walked out into the water. I got about knee high in the water at best. But yeah, no. I still have pretty severe thalassophobia. Like, you're not going to catch me out on open water. Even on lakes and rivers, you're not going to catch me out on open water. I think we just got to let this Luxio faint. And especially the ocean. You're not going to catch me out in the ocean. Not going to happen. I would say, if anything, my thalassophobia has gotten more severe over the years. You know? I forgot this was going to be a ghost-related gym. Shit. Yeah, that's the thing about Pokemon when it comes to Twitch and YouTube, is everybody and their mama is just sitting around playing Nuzlocke and shiny hunting. There's always a gimmick or something, you know. Nobody, because it's 2024 and it's been done to death, nobody's playing through the story modes of any of these games, because people who played the story modes of these games did so like 15 years ago when YouTube was newer. So there's not really a call for it. Like, it's not really in high demand, but it's so not in demand that it has come full circle and it's back in demand again, like you just said. But we're kind of in a waiting pattern. We're just waiting for Pokemon Legends ZA. And in the meantime, we're just playing through, you know, kind of generation by generation. It's funny because when I first started doing YouTube, I did all these games already. But I wasn't satisfied with the quality of the playthroughs. My equipment was really shite. Really, really shitty equipment. Terrible microphone. No face cam whatsoever. So I felt like we do these games the proper way. I would highly recommend doing it. Especially given how shitty everything is right now. Like, things just aren't great. Media was already hurting in general prior to COVID, but COVID was kind of the final nail in the coffin. And games, TV, movies, none of that really recovered after the pandemic. Everything is kind of just shit now. So okay, I think we run across our first wall that I'm not going to be able to penetrate. Will wing attack physically hit Haunter? Oh. Okay. See, in my head, I was thinking, well, Staravia is going to have a bunch of physical attacks, and that's not going to hit a ghost type, but okie dokie. I don't know why Whirlwind exists. It's like Splash. Why? Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and heal. Of course, all the gyms have kind of been reworked and overhauled compared to their Diamond and Pearl counterparts. Because I want to say in Diamond and Pearl, when you walked into this gym, it was just like, you'd go in, answer like a math question, and then work your way up elevators. Oh, God. You guys worked in healthcare during the pandemic, and you survived it. That's... Y'all need a medal. Oh, God, you do have an intense job. You know, we were talking about that not too long ago, my friend group and I. We were talking about, like, first world countries, like Americans specifically, that just get up every day and go to work, and they just don't think about it. Like, we don't talk enough about, like, human trafficking and stuff. I guess mainly because it's so evil and, like, people just don't want to think about it, but, like, no, it doesn't need to leave the public consciousness. It needs to be something we tackle, you know? No, not Staravia! And, you know, going back to what I was talking about earlier, very early on in this stream, like, you know, I don't get any new people on Twitch. Nobody on Twitch shows up. Nobody. I have one new follower on Twitch maybe this entire year. I think as a matter of fact, the other day I lost a follower on Twitch. We went down in number. So it's like, I'm thinking maybe YouTube streaming we might just switch over permanently. Again, I haven't made up my mind completely, but we're not getting anywhere on Twitch. They say that still happens. Yeah. See, when people live comfortably, they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to talk about it. It's like an out of sight, out of mind mentality. It's terrible. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here going to the therapist, and I'm screaming, help! The world's on fire. Why is nobody else screaming? It's like that episode of South Park they did a few years ago where the school shootings kept happening and Stan's mom just kept going ballistic and she couldn't understand why nobody else was going ballistic. That's the short and tall of how I feel about most things. Why are we not talking about this? Why are we not screaming from the rooftops about topic A, B, and C? You know what I mean? People like to talk. They don't like to actually get off their ass and do anything. All right, we got to go back and heal. We're not going to make it any further if we don't. Got to figure out how to get back out of here. And there's still a whole one or two trainers to fight in this room. Where's the Pokemon Center? Oh, there you are. I got on my bike for nothing. Oh no, I live in Alabama, southern US. I was talking about the beach because my friends and I, we drove down to Florida last weekend. It was the first time I think I've been to the beach in 30 years. You know, I just turned 40. I just had my 40th birthday on the 14th of this month. And my best friend and I were like, you know what, let's go somewhere and do something because I haven't left the state or been on, I guess you guys would call it holiday, in over 20 years. So it was a much needed trip. I needed to like get out of my bubble. I needed to like heal my soul, heal my mind, you know, especially given the state of the world for the past almost decade. The orange jackass here in the States that tried to ruin the world, COVID, one fuck shit thing after the other. Yeah, I needed that trip. I really needed that trip. But, all right, let's see. See, I've never raised a Gligar before. Oh, thank you. It was a pretty good birthday. Let's see. Who do we have in the PC? Yeah. See, I kept trying to make Weasel work, but Weasel just kept fainting over and over and over. And we don't want to use Roselia because we already have Grotle. Maybe let's look at our TMs. Oh yeah, I'm a leftist through and through. I can't stand Elon. I can't stand the Cheeto Man. I can't stand any of those people. I hate them all with a burning passion. Let's see, TMs. Ooh, we have a tract. When it comes to using a tract, you know, it's funny because in Pokemon, the majority of Pokemon are going to be male most of the time, for whatever reason. I think a lot of it has to do with I was told it has to do with your name that you use in game. Apparently your name dictates the roll of the dice when it comes to your trainer ID. And your trainer ID can somewhat determine the percentage of male to female ratio of Pokemon. Now, I have no idea whether that's true or not. Take that with a grain of salt. That could be complete bullshit. But in my experience over the years, like 9 times out of 10, a Pokemon's going to be male. and most of the game's Pokemon are going to be male. So it's best to try to teach attract to a female Pokemon. And unfortunately, we just have the one. So we're going to go with attract on Staravia. That is the Jurassic Park Jeep. Jurassic Park is like my favorite intellectual property. So gotta have that back there. I have a Jurassic Park playlist on my channel that I need to get back to and make some more videos for, because it's been a minute. Let's see. Okay, now we have Grass Knot. Let's see, Bibarel can also learn Grass Knot. But I think we're going to give up Tackle. Let's see if we can't make Grass Knot work. God, we have Bullet Seed too, though. This game is just handing me. You'll want it on a male. Yeah, that's a good point. But I'm trying to think about the long-term effects, like past her. I was kind of hoping we'd have some TMs to use on Gligar, but let me double check. Yeah, she's gonna have a lot of female Pokemon, isn't she? It can learn Stealth Rock. Not exactly a move, but yeah. Again, this was more of like a general TM checkup. I think we'll probably lose to her and have to do a little bit of grinding before we can knock her out. That's what happened in the last gym. Oh, it resets every time. So is it like randomly generated? Huh. It was a triangle the first time we came in. Drifloon. Okay. See, it's super effective, but it does nothing in damage. Yeah, that Miss Magius is going to be a pain in the ass. There we go. We've got a crit hit in. We might very well have to go back and heal one more time. And if that's the case, don't let me forget to go shopping. A random NPC used a potion. I was not expecting that. Yeah, don't let me forget I need to buy some potions and stuff. I'm gonna get there. just gonna take a minute. This was back in the day when they couldn't decide which color they wanted Gligar to be, purple or pink. I think they settled on pink. I'd have to go in and look, but I want to say in modern games, it's pink. Get him, Luxio. Stockpile, eh? Stockpile only works for like regular defense, right? Not special defense. Despite having played Pokemon since the 90s, I still couldn't tell you the meta. Yeah, that trips you up too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Fury Cutter. Okay, now here we go. Now that's a bug type move. That could help me. I hate to get rid of quick attack, but I'm a gonna. We already battled you. Yeah, usually I'm not up this early. Oh. I've kind of spent the last few decades of my life being up nights, going to bed at like 5 a.m. and sleeping till the afternoon. And you're a good 6 hours ahead, so it's like 4 in the afternoon for you. It's like 10 a.m. for me. I'm trying to make better choices in life now that I'm getting older. Not that I don't still love the nighttime, and I'll always love like third shift. Because like one thing I cannot stand is first shift jobs. I hate first shift jobs. I'd rather work in the afternoon, evenings, and at night. I don't do well. I can't stick to a routine that's like get up at 5 a.m. every day and do the same thing. I can't do that. Fuchsia or what? Oh, magenta. Well, fuchsia's more of a purple. What color is magenta? Isn't magenta like a red? Let's see. Oh. No. Okay. Magenta's more of a pink. I would say I like the magenta color on Gligar better. Need to go to the sun door. Art. Star. Actually, it's getting a little harder to see. Maybe the rooms get darker as you go. I don't know. So I was thinking it was just because we weren't using an actual DS. Okay. Let me heal up Luxio. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm quite positive this is gonna be one of those we have to redo this match a few times to get it right situations. Paralysis, sleep, poison, burn, HP. That didn't do much. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. Fatina. Duskull! Get him, Gligar! Alright. Fury Cutter. Why was I thinking Fury Cutter would be... Bug moves are strong against Ghost, right? Did I miss something? I feel like I might have, Huh. Wait, Bug is strong against Psychic. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. It did nothing. Yeah, we're gonna lose Gligar, but that's okay. We at least got the stealth rocks out on the field. You did an amazing job, Gligar. I appreciate you. It's time to let your friends handle this. Shadow Sneak. Okay. Staravia. Ooh, and we cut your attack. Well, she really loves Future Sight, doesn't she? Ooh, Haunter. Mr. Grabby Hands. Or Mrs. Grabby Hands. We're confused. It did not do a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot all about hypnosis being a thing. That's gonna make me mad. Yeah. Dark and not ghost. See, I got tripped up and confused. Wake up! Wake up, 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 wake up! You butthole. This isn't gonna work out for me. Liberal return. You're in charge, Luxio. Maybe we can get some paralysis in there. You bitch. That is really baked into my vocabulary. Again, I'm trying to not call women bitches. I'm trying to get that shit out of my vocabulary. It's not an easy thing to do after a lifetime. To be fair, I call everybody a bitch. Oh, here she comes. Ah, Shadow Ball. Of course. Luxio! What can Grotle do here? Not a lot. Yeah, it looks like this is going to boil down to Staravia. Did a little chunk. That Shadow Ball is fierce. Isn't that the TM that she gives out for beating her? Shadow Ball? God, I hope so. We could really use that. Oh, we got a crit hit. All right, Grotle. One more time. Never give up, never surrender indeed. Razor Leaf. Oh, that'll do it. All right. Don't call me bitch. Cut your attack right in half. Cut that attack right in half. Wing attack. Ah, damn. Psybeam still hits me, though. Oh. That's a close battle, though. Oh, shit. She not. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. She knocked out Staravia. It's ironic coming from the French. I suppose, yeah. You're not wrong. Alright. Bibarel, this might boil down to me and you, bud. Yeah, I think we might have to refight her. I got cocky. I thought the fight was over using Staravia, but she came in with a Psybeam out of nowhere and obliterated my world. Okay, we need something that'll wake us up. This ought to do the trick. You know, it's funny. As an American myself, you know, born and raised in the States, I'm not a huge fan of that American cockiness. Like the superiority complex that Americans have. You know, I feel like Americans are very... they try to police the world. They try to make everything their problem. You know what I mean? You get it. You're British, you get it. But I searched my brain for the one positive. Looking back on like the last 100 years, 200 years of human history. I give Americans credit. Kinda. Asterisk. If there's a war somewhere, they're gonna fucking stick their nose in it. So they're not just gonna roll over and give up or surrender, unless it's Vietnam or Afghanistan or any bullshit war they shouldn't have stuck their noses in to begin fucking with. All right, we're just gonna let Eevee go and hope Bibarel can get the job done. Magical Leaf. Wow. Yeah, typically I cuss like a sailor on this show. I'm trying to tone it down. That's why you haven't heard me curse a lot today. Usually I'm cursing every other word, but I'm trying. I'm trying to do better. It's funny because when I was a kid, cursing in my house was an extreme no-no. And I still will not curse in front of my parents because of it. But like when I hit my teens and I started watching like all the horror movies and all the TV shows that I'd been banned from watching, especially stuff like South Park, that gave me a hardcore potty mouth. And then it just kind of stuck over the years. The internet came along where you didn't have to censor yourself and you could let the F-bombs fly. Then you know, of course, I'll sit marathon stuff like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where every other word is a cuss word, and stuff's baked in. Okay. I don't remember her name. I think it's Bebe. Yeah. I think she gives us an Eevee later on too, so that'll be the 2 Eevees that we need for evolution. Now, I'm tempted to evolve this Eevee into Leafeon, but then we'd have 2 grass Pokemon on our team. What I'd really rather do is evolve this Eevee into Glaceon, so we'd have Ice to counter any of the dragons that we're going to come up against later in the game. I also didn't see Bibarel winning that for us. He came in clutch. All right, now that gives us a total of... forcing me to use the touch screen. 3 badges. Oh yeah. You could clean the badges. I forgot about this. Of course, it's, you know, going back to the cursing thing, it's YouTube. And like I'm too small to monetize my channel, so I do this as a hobby. I don't do it as like a job or anything like some people do. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying I don't get paid for doing the streaming stuff. So anytime that I watch another YouTuber, instead of saying suicide, they'll say something like, this person unalived themselves, or they won't say the word abuse or gun. Instead of saying gun, they'll say pew pew. I hate that. Nothing burns me up more than like self-censoring yourself. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to let like a company dictate. Like I'm not going to let Coca-Cola dictate the words that come out of my mouth just for advertisement on my YouTube videos. So one of the words that I used to say a lot, I used to have this phrase when I get real mad, I'd say, how did it go? It was something akin to like, fuck, damn, shit, hell. I'd say all the words in one breath. And especially this day and age, like I have unsubscribed from YouTube channels this year because I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't listen to anybody say shmooshmite or pew pew or unalive or I'm gonna kill myself in Minecraft. I couldn't listen to another moment of that bullshittery. It was cringing me to death. You know what I mean? I couldn't handle that. Okay. Shopping. That's what we needed to do. I'll take some. Oh, I have 0 in my bag. I'll definitely buy some then because I don't think we have access to full hills yet. Yeah, I can't stand when people say unaliving. It's so stupid. Okay. I feel like I spent my money wisely. I didn't buy any revives this go around, but we're not fainting a lot. So yeah, we're good. Pokemon fan club. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I really do. I was on YouTube for like years and years and years with gaining no subscribers. So it means a lot. I appreciate it. And that's, you know, like I said, we're just not growing on Twitch. This doesn't happen on Twitch. We might just have to make YouTube like our permanent home. Crap, I wasn't paying attention. What does she want me to do? It's not letting me. Full of feelings. How about I really wish I had paid attention to what she was asking. That's pretty crazy to me too. Like in the early days of YouTube, there were a lot of people who were like putting up gameplay videos without commentary, and then overnight everything kind of just switched. And for so many years, people have just been making content, you know, let's play after let's play after let's play. You know, you had the explosion of like content creators from Markiplier to PewDiePie, Game Grumps, all those guys. And then we've kind of come full circle. I've noticed that too. I'm noticing a lot of gameplay on YouTube where it's just straight up gameplay. No face cam, no commentary, just straight gameplay. And that's fine. Nothing against it, you know, it's just, I have noticed. Offense, that's right. You had the Pokeblocks back in the Hoenn region. You have Poffins. Sinnoh. Now we have a Poffin case. Do we want to go south or do we want to go east? Barry, might as well play your own game if you're going to play in silence. Yeah, I mean, that's largely part of the experience, right? You know, with streaming and whatnot, is you're there kind of for the personality of the person as well. At least with streaming, you can hang out and chat, interact with the streamer and other people in chat. And then even if it's pre-recorded on YouTube, you know, you're kind of watching for the personality. I'd say more so than the content, but I don't know. That's how I feel about sports. I was never into sports growing up. Everybody would say, "Oh, you're a big guy. I bet you play a lot of football." No, I hate football. I can live without it. If I were going to play sports, first of all, I can find a ton of sports better than football, American football. Second of all, when it comes to sports, I'd much rather be playing it than watching it. And my friends like that. My best friend's like that too. He's not a big fan of streaming and Let's Plays and stuff. He would much rather just sit down, play a game, and enjoy it. And he kind of feels that doing this detracts from that, because he has a real hard time playing and talking at the same time, which so do I. But I've been working on it for a while. Okay, we're gonna have to switch out. See, I'm sitting here talking and kind of on autopilot and getting nowhere, so I've got to consciously pay attention to switch out the Luxio. But yeah. Oh, he's gonna hit us with double team. Like I was saying, streaming this early is new for me, so given that it's the afternoon for you guys in Europe, it's I guess kind of goes with the territory that new people would be coming in from that area, which honestly might have been to my detriment over the years, streaming as late as I have been in the evenings. You're not going to get a lot of people coming in at that time of day. One shot at his Staravia. Weasel. Is your whole team going to be weak to water? Because that's going to be funny. Oh, you're in America too. 11:50. That puts you on the East Coast. I'm Central Time at 10:51. And like I said, I don't usually stream this time of the day, but I'm making different, you know, I'm making changes in my life. I'm giving up the overnight. I'm trying to be up days more now, so. Need some water. Inferno. Hit. Okay, there it goes. Roselia. Yeah, no, yeah. We're gonna switch out. I've done a lot. I feel like the majority of my content over the years has kind of been a little bit more on the quiet side, for two reasons. When I first started out, I was just doing pre-recorded videos and not really doing streams. I didn't start streaming until like a year or two into doing this. And even then, when I started streaming, I started out immediately on Twitch, and then everything I did on Twitch, I would upload to YouTube. But there was never anybody in chat. So I spent a lot of the stream just kind of playing the game and forgetting to talk. Also, I, been struggling with sleep apnea for a handful of years. So a lot of times when I would go to stream, I would be absolutely dead. I would be just a zombie, and it would be really hard to just stay awake. There's been so many streams where I'm just falling asleep. I regret it a little bit, but it's all part of the journey at the end of the day. I can look back 10 years later and say, wow, look how far I've come and bettered myself. So, I don't know. The whole reason I started doing any of this to begin with was I needed a hobby. It wasn't to make money. It wasn't to blow up and be like PewDiePie big. I knew that was stupid and ridiculous. When I first started, in my head, I was like, my lifetime run of a decade or more on YouTube, I might hit 500 subscribers if I'm lucky. And I spent 7 years at roughly around just 100 subscribers on YouTube, and that's it. And then I had a video go viral for no reason, out of the clear blue sky. And then my subscribers shot up overnight to like 500, 600, which you think is a good thing, but I worry about the phenomenon of like dead subs. People who subscribe off of one video, but then never ever watch another thing. The algorithm hates that. When that happens, the algorithm just writes you off as dead and doesn't recommend you anymore. So it could be bittersweet that I gained new subscribers in the way that I did, but I will say that, I do tend to kind of get a little quiet if I don't have chat to keep, talking with. I've noticed that lately. I get real quiet if there's nobody in chat actively talking. Of course, that's a me problem. That's not on anybody else. That's my problem. But I usually make the mistake of like putting all my energy up front and stacking the stream early on with all my energy and all my conversation. So when I get about an hour into a stream, I lose that steam and I really lose anything to talk about. Of course, for the most part, my streams over the years have roughly been about an hour at best. Unlike a lot of the other guys on Twitch who'll do 4 or 5 hours a day, I usually stick to about an hour a day because, like I said, past an hour, I've run out of energy and stuff to talk about, and it'll start really affecting the content. So I just kind of let it go. But this past year, I've been trying to extend the streams to at least around 2 hours at best. Hour and a half, 2 hours, the best I can. You just kind of got to play with it until you find a happy medium. Here's where we're going to start making some choices. Bibarel has 2 HMs, and I want that Hyper Fang. You have no videos. I'm sure there's got to be a handful of people that have subscribed to my channel that are just bots, and I just don't know. I wish there was a way that I could tell who was a bot so I could actually remove them. And that's another thing. YouTube doesn't have a way, like, instead of blocking people like you can on other social media platforms, like let's say you're on Threads or Instagram or Twitter or any of those platforms, if you block somebody, it removes them from your follower list. It doesn't work that way on YouTube. If I were to ban you for some reason, you're still subscribed to the channel. I cannot physically unsubscribe anybody. So it's that I wish they would do something about, because like and I don't know how YouTube works in that regard, but I've noticed on Instagram that every now and then they'll do a kind of a sweep and remove a lot of the bots. And I kind of want them to come in and do that with my YouTube channel. I want them to come in and I want them to do a sweep, and I want them to remove any bots that are there, because I do not want any dead subscribers on the channel. That's true. You are omnipresent. You are resident AI. Eevee. Your cuteness knows no bounds. Wait, what TM did she give me? I talked about it and didn't even look. What'd she give us? She gave us Shadow Claw. Okay, not Shadow Ball, but you know what? It's still not bad. That just seems odd to me. Gligar can't learn Shadow Claw. Actually, it looks like nobody can learn Shadow Claw. Damn. Damn. Hello, Bibberriddle. My Gligar's move pool sucks. Haha, messed up your rollout. I don't feel like fighting Bibberriddle. We do need to grind some wild Pokemon though. And that's part of the experience. I need to stop running from wild Pokemon. It's a delicate balance when you're doing a live stream. Well, there's Ralts. Oh yeah, I guess I need to port forward all our Pokemon from Soul Silver, don't I? Of course, we don't have a male Ralts for what's-his-face. Let me catch this Ralts. All right. I'll be here. At least for a little bit longer. I was thinking about going out and kicking around some stones on Pokemon Go, but it's now very hot outside. If its horns capture the warm feelings of people or Pokemon, its body warms up slightly. Yeah, I can't remember what the thing was called. I always want to say Galley, but that's the ice thing. Galley. But I can't remember off the top of my head. Why can't I remember? Also, where am I going? Well, now it's going to bother me. You know, have my phone right here. Let's see, Ralts. I literally will remember the second I see the name. Where's the evolution chart? Bulbapedia, you're no help to me whatsoever. Gallade, you were close. Yeah. Gardevoir can of course be female or male. Funny enough, but Gallade is male only. We have Gardevoir already. We just need Gallade. So that's what we'll do. Let's go fight Fisherman. Yeah, I think our Gligar is really gonna suffer from a terrible move pool because, like Weasel, if we can't do something about that move pool, we can't start actually fighting Pokemon. Alright, so Gligar's ground flying. For some reason, I always thought it was dark flying, but let's see. I don't remember which stone or method you used to evolve. Razor Fang at nighttime. I don't remember where we get the Razor Fang from, but we'll have to keep an eye out for it. Oh, it's the Good Rod guy. Okay. I'll take a Good Rod. They did something interesting with some of the trainers. Like, we can't fight this guy unless it's morning. I guess 11 a.m. is considered past morning. We can battle these twins, though. There we go. It still didn't do a ton of damage, but at least it was super effective. That's not going to help you. Oh, shit. The yawns are going to start now. Ooh, bite. Now that will come in handy. How about... You know what? We don't really need absorb. We'll get rid of that. Really? I'm sure there's a way to make Mr. Mime work. I don't know what it would be, but... Eat you! That's not what I meant to do, but okay, I'll take it. Damn. Shit. Well, I had caffeine, but I drank all my soda, and now you're already far enough. Yeah. I guess that kind of is a little bit of a problem with it, Pokemon. Once you get to a certain point in the game, it can be really difficult to start raising a new one out of the blue, you know? And you're limited, your Pokemon pool to choose from is very limited at the beginning of the game, so it's, I suppose that aspect of Pokemon has always kind of been tough. It's like you're 6, 7, 8 badges in, your team is fully flushed out, you're getting ready to go fight the Pokemon League, and then all of a sudden you run across something in the wild and you're like, oh, I love this Pokemon. I really want to raise and train them. How? You've already battled all the trainers. The handful of trainers on Victory Road aren't going to be enough. You kind of end up a little screwed. Wait, no, not Super Potion. Oh, damn. Okay, so for some reason that's not super effective. I guess is Badoo part poison, part is grass poison, I guess. I don't know. We're just gonna have to keep using secret power, I guess. Wait, did that say level up while holding the item or trade while holding the item? Hold Razorfang Nighttime. It doesn't say anything about trading, it just says hold. I guess hold it and level it up. This Cleffa. Now see here, Cleffa. The other sucky thing is we can't evolve our Eevee into Glaceon until we get up north. That's a little later in the game. But I'll make do the best I can till we get to that point. Eevee versus Eevee. Adorable. Well, two could play at that game. Just gonna spam sand attack. Oh, oh, those crit hits suck. Mime Junior. Mime. You wasted your mimic on that. Yeah, for a lot of the baby Pokemon, though, you have to use incense or hold items or something to get very specific Pokemon. Well, the good thing is Sylveon's pretty easy evolution. Again, I guess we're just going to keep using secret power until we can do something about that terrible move pool. Emerald Sea Glass. Never heard of it. We restored the tower. I'll take a few berries. It's been a battle heavy episode today. Got a gym badge out of it though, which is nice. Wait, how many Pokemon does she have? Just the one? Then I won't bother with Stealth Rock. Ooh, I like the sound of that. I haven't actually gotten around to doing too many Pokemon ROM hacks. I've done a couple, I think. I've done at least one. We did Pokemon Red Plus Plus, which was interesting, but I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. It just, I was kind of looking for something a little more. I did play Storm Silver back in the day, but not on stream. I don't know a lot about the hacking scene or the ROM scene or any of that stuff. Oh, we're going to have to call it soon, though, because I can't stop yawning. I'm entering that phase of the stream where I'm like, again, I put all my energy at the beginning of the stream and talk myself out. Okay, let's see. Secret power. And an old-fashioned razor leaf. Oh my, yes. Night breezer. We heal up. Oh. Berry again. What we'll do is we'll heal up and we'll save in front of the tower. That way, when we come back in next time, I'll remember what we were working on. Ooh, I don't know how you function on 2 hours. What the hell? Wait. No, I didn't heal. I got sidetracked by Barry. Sidetracked? Sidetracked. I don't know what I said. Yeah, it's a gamble with YouTube. You can hit the notification bell, but whether it actually wants to work or not is anybody's guess. But I appreciate the subscription. I guess I could still say follow and it still applies. But yeah, let me go heal in front of this tower, and then I'm going to kill this gnat or whatever is flying around in my face and in front of my screen. Pretty burp. Double save just to be sure. Oh snap, they added you can't see that. Stupid camera. Focus! It's not gonna focus. They added Hatina to Pokemon Go. I didn't know that. Okay. Hardly touch Pokemon Go anymore. Niantic is just absolute trash. No, it's not you doing anything wrong, trust me. They just have broken systems that they don't do anything to fix. All right, well, that's going to do it for today's stream. I'm all burnt out. Yeah, see, the camera's not even going to show. I might or might not come back this evening with something else. It really just depends on if I have the time. I don't really have anything going on today. What is today? Okay, yeah, I'm busy tomorrow, but I got nothing today. So we'll see. All right. I appreciate all the new subs, follows. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in chat today. Keeping me company is always nice. And with that, I'm going to head out. See you, folks.